Welcome to the Faster, Easier, Better show with your hosts Lee Silber and Ellen Goodwin. This podcast is short, fun, and jam-packed with good ideas that you can start using right away to make your life faster, easier, and better. And here's your hosts, Lee and Ellen.
Welcome to the Faster, Easier, Better show. I'm your co-host, Ellen Goodwin.
I'm the co-host, Lee Silber.
Nice. And welcome to the last Monday of the year.
It is?
It is. Yeah.
No, yay!
Yay!
2017 was a weird year. I'm ready for 2018.
Excellent. So what's the one thing everybody starts to do at the end of the year?
Well, I mean, it could be even on New Year's Eve. This is the year I'm going to stop doing these things anymore. And it is good to say I'm not going to stop doing things, but it's also good to say this is what I'm going to start doing.
Okay.
Right? This is where I'm going. This is what I want.
Are you talking about New Year's resolutions?
Well, in a sense, they get a bad name.
They got a really bad rap.
And goals even has kind of a bad name. Basically, what the essence of goals and resolutions and whatever you want to call them is hope. And there's nothing more powerful than hope. So if you're at the end of 2017 and you're looking at 2018 and you're dreading it, that's not good.
You've got no
But if
hope.
you have some sort of a vision of what you want, and you kind of have an idea of maybe what you're going to do to get it, that gives you hope. And hope is so powerful. You know, hope for the future gives you power in the present, meaning it makes you feel like, hey, I could do this. And you know what to do. You are, I can't go on and on and on, but the gist of it is those who don't set anything, even if it's a resolution, it's a good start, are behind those who do. And if you're not working on your own goals, you're really helping someone else achieve theirs. So we've got to think, what do I want this year? And what am I going to do to get it? And it could be just as simple as a statement, a one-sentence statement. The Tampa Bay Rays had a manager that every year he came up with a statement. And one year it was 9=8. And they were the worst team, last place. They went from worst to first because they rallied around this 9=8. And what he said is the 9 players on the field could get one of the 8 playoff spots if we work together. And they rallied around that. Yeah. And then last year, his thing was, don't suck much. And the Cubs went to the World Series and won. So maybe it's a rallying cry. It's just,
personal rallying cry.
I mean, we could go into details about how to set specific goals and all that. But for a lot of people, if it's just, okay, this is my vision of what I want. And how do I summarize that in a word or a picture or an object, and I leave that as my screensaver on my desk. You know, it's on a wristband. Somewhere it's a constant reminder of this is what I'm focusing on, and this is what I'm hoping for. And because I see what could be, I'm more engaged, I'm more energized, I'm more, willing to take action in the present.
Absolutely. And I would build on that. Then let's say you've got that picture, that phrase, whatever. The next thing you need to do is you need to plan for it. You need to have action steps, because hope is a lovely thing, but if you don't, you can't just hope that, hey, I hope I'm going to run a marathon. Well, yay, you're not going to, because you don't have an action plan.
And I'm fat, but yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Whatever. It could be any sort of thing. Hope is a wonderful thing, but you have to have an action plan to go with it.
Right.
And it doesn't have to be super involved. Okay, in marathon, you'd have a training plan, but you have to have something that gets you out of bed each day that makes you move forward.
Yep. I mean, sometimes a goal, I'm trying to do the count because everyone knows about goals. I'm trying to flip this around a little. Sometimes you get angry at something like, well, someone said I couldn't do it. Or I've never done it before, whatever. Something that makes you mad, use that.
Yeah, leverage it.
Yeah, leverage that. Fuel your fire by saying, you know what, I'm going to show them. And I'm going to show them by, getting out of the house and just walking a block. Then, 2 blocks. So the action steps are so simple that you can it's be easier to do them than not do them, almost.
Right.
So that's where, you can create an elaborate plan. And you know me, I do. I have a very complicated goal setting system. It's points based, which works for me.
Awesome.
I'm a very competitive person.
I still have my copy.
Oh, well, so when I set a goal, I break it down all these steps, and for each step I get points. And as I accumulate points, I get a prize.
Right.
It works for me.
Yeah, and the important thing is while you plan it, you move from planning to action. because the brain doesn't, we've talked about this before, the brain can't differentiate between planning and action. So
Mm.
you have to be the one that goes, wow, I got this plan. Now it's time to put it into action. So if there was anything I would say about goals and resolutions, it's go for them, but put them into action.
Agreed. I would say that, if you have a strong enough goal and there's a purpose behind it. It's not just, you know,
Right.
I want a new car, which it's fine. But why do you want it?
Exactly.
What's the
What's the
reason?
why?
What does it do for you? It makes me feel confident. And when I'm
Mhm.
confident, I'll be more able to be better in sales if that was your job. So there's a reason. You got to figure out the reason. But I mean, we could talk about goals. I could talk about goals forever.
Absolutely.
I'm just trying to get to the things that you don't normally hear. I mean, we all
Oh,
know they
yeah.
should be written and smart and blah, blah,
Blah,
blah,
blah,
which
blah.
is all
Yeah.
good.
They're all good, but you
But
can.
beyond that, like, okay, why do I want this is important.
Mhm.
Not just someone told me, dude, you need to lose weight, which I hear that all the time. But why do I need to figure out why I want to lose weight. And then
Right.
I'm going to be more apt to create a plan and follow that plan and reach that goal.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah, 2018 coming up fast. Go for your resolutions. Go for make some, what do you want to be, do, accomplish? But then make an action plan and follow it and know your why.
Know your why and not make it so big that you don't even know where to start. Make it so simple
Yes.
that you start on New Year's Day. Most people get off track around mid-February.
Okay.
At the latest. I mean, that's where
That's pretty
that's where most
late.
people drop
Yeah.
off. Some
Yeah.
drop off sooner. So how can you make it so simple that you do it for the first month and it becomes a habit, and then you're going to continue on through the rest of the year? And that's really, it's not just a goal for the first of the year. It's a year-long goal, or the process. Maybe it's not. Maybe you do have short-term goals, and that's you break them up in different parts of the year. But the bottom line is, you have to make it so that the easier something is to do, the more likely you'll do it. So anything you're going to do, make it as easy to start, and then once you get started, once you've begun, you're halfway done.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what? If any of our listeners have questions about resolutions or goals or getting their stuff done, email us. I'm at ellen@ellengoodwin.com, and you're
Lee Silber, Silber, at leesilber.com. I'd be more than happy to send you my goal setting system for free.
absolutely. So have a great rest of 2017 and plan on joining us back next year when we'll be back with more hints, tips, ideas, laughter on the Faster, Easier, Better show.